Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Hasbro in their G.I. Joe Classified Series line, we are featuring the G.I. Joe Steel Core Trooper 2-pack. Okay, so I purchased this recently through Amazon.com in the United States, and it's cool. It's a great army builder set. If you're looking to expand your G.I. Joe army, there's no better route than the Steel Core Troopers. You're getting a lot of cool accessories, and for me, it was a must purchase. As a child, one of my favorite G.I. Joe accessories was the jump pack, which came with a launch pad. And it's kind of cool to get like a modern revisioning of it with all these cool special effects. So for me, that's just the icing on the cake. You're getting two different figures. It looks like you're getting a male build and a female build. Different heights. The male figure stands at 6.1 inches, whereas the female one stands at 5.9 inches. Yeah, this is figure number 95 in the series. And let's take these out and take a look at the accessories. Like I said, this is just a great troop builder kit, and it's also just awesome to have for the additional accessories. If you're a customizer, you could probably also kit bash and cannibalize these bodies and accessories to make new figures. Here are the figures in the tray. They look kind of neat. To be honest, I was never too fond of the color scheme. But I do appreciate these figures. They're really nice. I'm looking at these right now, and in my head, I'm trying to figure out ways I could like take them apart and kit bash new characters, because some of these accessories are awesome. I love the shoulder armor, the vest. They have different harnesses on straps on each figure. And it's kind of cool too, because I mean, it's nice to get a generic female body. So if you want to make a custom female Joe character, use this. And for me, the main event is actually the accessories. I care more about the accessories than I do the figures. Man, this is awesome. Yeah, so this is what I'm here for. I love the jump packs. For me, this is like very iconic 80s G.I. Joe. I had the original playset when I was younger. I think that was like the second G.I. Joe thing I had. The first figure I had was Flash. And then I think after that, the second thing I got was the accessory set. I got the playset that came with the small little launch pad and this. And this like complemented Flash perfectly. He kind of had like a sci-fi look to begin with, and this kind of completed the look. And if you're a fan of the animated movie, G.I. Joe the movie, you've probably watched the introduction like a million times when Cobra is like invading New York and Statue of Liberty. These backpacks play an important role. All the Joes are decked out in them, and it's amazing. I saw the movie, it was an anniversary year, I think either last year or the year before, and it was in the theaters. And I remember always being kind of lukewarm to the G.I. Joe movie. I never thought it was as good as like the Transformers one. But then seeing it on the big screen and being older, I had a different appreciation for it, and I thought it was just amazing. So, this is awesome. And then you can attach the different blast effects on them, which is great. I'm kind of wondering if they've changed the material used to make these. Because in the past, for some blast effects, like for the Transformers, over a period of time, some of these would actually start to like melt. For whatever reason. If you've been collecting toys long enough, there's certain toys and certain plastics that just don't withstand the test of time. Anything that's kind of like has that plastic chrome, it's eventually going to flake off. Some of these blast effects, the material it's made of sometimes starts to melt. So it's always been kind of weird in the toy industry about how the longevity of some materials. But yeah, this looks so cool. And then you have these additional effects. Also, I'm assuming for weapons, if you want to make the guns look like they're smoking or blasting. It's pretty cool. And I know I'm probably going to lose these eventually, so let's get to the other accessory baggie. Yeah, so this, keep in mind there's a lot going on here, so you don't want to misplace anything. Now here are the weapons. Let's put the cartridge in some of these. Really nice. I didn't mind so much the first few waves where the weapons were more like sci-fi based. I know some fans took issue with that, but for me it's like I didn't really mind. But the more realistic weaponry looks nice. You know, it'd be great if Hasbro released like an accessory pack. I would love that, where all it was just like weapons and, you know, backpacks, helmets and stuff. I want to say in the 80s, I think they had an accessory pack. It even came with, I think, this display stands. And then there's a set of pistols. And then 2 knives. And then there's the Master Chief Halo-inspired helmet, which we've seen actually before in other G.I. Joe lines. If you bought any of the action figures, the 4-inch action figures for the G.I. Joe Retaliation movie, there was like a generic green shirt Joe figure. And then he came, I think, with like desert fatigues. And the helmet was very, very Halo Master Chief inspired. And this one is too. You can kind of tell with the, not only the color scheme, but even like the lens, the visor, and the lines on it, and it being gold. Pretty cool. And let's take a look at the figures real quick. I'm only going to unbox one of these figures, or take one of these out. I don't want this video running super long. At the very least, let's do the male figure since it's larger. You know, chances are, you know, this figure's been out for a while, or this set has been out for a while, so chances are there's, you know, probably hundreds of reviews on these. So if you want a more thorough review, you know, you could probably find that on YouTube somewhere. I'm also losing my voice, so I can't I can't do these videos very long. All right, here's the male body. He looks kind of, I don't know, these shoulder pads make him look really buffed out. But it's pretty cool. I do like the alternate head a little bit more. I think it's a little bit, of course it's a lot different. You know, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, this is the head you're probably more sentimentally attached to. But I do like the design on this one. The color scheme does kind of bother me. I've never liked this baby blue on the uniform. You know, when I picture like Steel Corps troopers, I think steel, I think cold colors, I think grays and blacks. You know, this baby blue just seems to fight the ideology of what this character is supposed to represent. The body armor pieces are nice. Like I said, if you're a customizer or kit basher, this is like a gold mine, because there's so many cool accessories here that you can like swap onto other Joe figs. Or even if, you know, take a step further, disassemble the figure and swap out some of the different legs and arm pieces. But this is a quality product. You know, you got the Steel Corps logo on the one pad. Very detailed. We've seen these legs dozens of times over. You know, there's a lot of reuse in the G.I. Joe Classified Series line, but that's alright because, you know, the original 80s line was like that as well. And let's take a quick glance at the female figure again. Yeah, so overall, you're getting a very quality set here. It's well worth the price of admission. For me, just getting the cool jetpacks alone is awesome. You know, even getting these weapons and the extra effects. You know, if you're into action figure photography or diorama building, you know, these effects go a long way. Right, so I can't recommend this enough. It's excellent. On a scale of 1 to 10, well, you know, I'll be generous, perfect 10. You really do get a lot with this. All right, so let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.